I've been formulating this little theory on relationships for many years now, and it applies to business, romance, ooh la la, social media followers, and anything else involving other people. It's philosophical, it's deep, in short, it's everything people love when scrolling through Instagram. For a picture of me in a bikini instead, just keep scrolling down the infinite imaginary feed of your mind. It's there. We know that relationships are critical in both life and in business. There's pretty much nothing else of importance in the world. That's why books like Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People are so life-changing, because they show us better ways of relating to people. A Harvard professor said that 95% of purchasing decisions are made subconsciously. The same is true for client relationships and any other kind of relationship. Carnegie's book is so profound because it shows us that getting what we want has far more to do with how people feel about us than any other technical metric. In Napoleon Hill's seminal work, he notes that Charles Schwab was famously paid a then exorbitant salary of $1 million, to quote Hill, not for the work Schwab performed, but the bonus was for what Schwab with his pleasing personality could get others to do, end quote. So I aim to take this a step further here and to explore how we make friends, business partners, romantic partners, and so much more. My theory is this: relationships are a series of binary paths. Just like a sports tournament that ends in a finale, when we watch someone else do or say anything, we observe them making choices. If they make a choice we like, they proceed to the next round, as it were. Our relationship with others begins the moment we notice them making the first choice, the first second that they enter our world. If I'm a vegetarian and I see somebody I just met skip meat at a meal, they've made a choice that resonates with me. They proceed to the next round. So our relationship is a series of us witnessing somebody else make choices and then deciding whether that choice represents us and or resonates with us, or whether it does not. If somebody keeps making choices that resonate with us, they keep advancing to the next round of our lives, and vice versa. If somebody makes choices that constantly resonate with us over a period of years or even decades, not only is that extremely rare, but they're probably either our significant other or a lifelong friend. And we probably have them in among the most rarest and most amazing relationships in our circle. Sometimes people will make decisions that we don't have a strong opinion about, like they may choose blue when I would choose red. These don't affect our relationship status. Call it a bye week in the tournament analogy. But if somebody denies the Holocaust in my presence, you can be sure that they won't make it to the next round of our friendship. In this case, it would be best to just cut that person out from our lives. Some of our values are so fundamental that even after years of a person being friends with us, they can say or do one thing that will let us know we need to instantly cut them from our lives. It sounds harsh, but I think if you look inside yourself, you will know that there are certain values in your own life that you simply cannot compromise on. In a milder form, we stop following somebody else on social media the minute they tweet something that we hate, even if we may have agreed with what they've said for years up until now. A lot of us have done a lot of unfollowing in the last year after reading a tweet that we really didn't resonate with. It's normal for relationships not to last forever. In fact, the ones that do seldom tally more than what can be counted on two hands. That's why they are so rare and worthy of treasuring. Some people will continue with us for minutes before we decide to cut them out, others days, others months, some years, and some decades. In a romantic relationship and a business relationship, the decisions we make and that other people make are constantly being compared against our own litmus test of compatibility. That's why romantic relationships can make it several years before people decide that they are ultimately incompatible. They just hadn't gotten to the most pertinent binary decisions yet. So what's the takeaway here? The takeaway is to understand that relationships, for the most part, aren't meant to last a lifetime. And it's okay for all of us to collectively move on from relationships and, yes, social media accounts that aren't working for us. If we just know that although relationships are critically important in life and business, but only a handful of people are going to stick with us and like us for who we truly are, not just for who they want us to be, it takes a lot of pressure off of the insecurity of when people stop calling or stop following. They just weren't meant for our path anymore. And the best thing that we can do is be ourselves and be worthy of the type of relationship that could last a lifetime and not sweat the rest. As Maya Angelou said, quote, "When people tell you who they are, believe them."